opened a wine store right out of college, opened a number of restaurants, had 7 or 8 restaurants, have 4 wineries as I speak today. So wine became ubiquitous in my life. It's also my connection back to my dad, which is a whole nother journey.
And you started that business in 1992, which was the year I was born. And as I
Don't rub it in.
yeah. And as I sit here 32 years later, the business still exists. You've placed it into a trust.
It still exists, and it grew there were 22 or 4 businesses at peak, about 1,000 employees at peak. Came from that one business. I was the only full-time employee for almost 2 years. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, just the greatest training for politics and life, just opening your own business, small business. And those were some special days, and went from that to a restaurant up the block. A few years later, a hotel, a winery, now 4 wineries. We had 5 or 6 hotels and 9 restaurants at peak, and businesses are still around.
I was reading that you had this sort of scheme where you gave employees $500 for a magical moment award.
Well, it was a failure award.
A failure award.
And then it became, my sister took over because I got into politics, and she said, I don't like this failure framework. I said, well, it's the best. I love failure. I'm good at it. Dyslexics are the best at it. Like, I mean, there's nothing linear about our lives. It's fail forward fast, miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
So you were giving employees $500 if they failed?
Yeah, I had a great, just a very brief example. So I had a little hotel up in Squaw Valley, Lake Tahoe area, and a lot of mosquitoes during the summer months. It's an old motel built for the Winter Olympics, the 1960 Winter Olympics, built in 1959 for the delegates. It was supposed to be torn down. It sort of patched together, and we held it together, but it had no air conditioning. So you'd keep the doors open, you keep the windows open, but in the summer, the mosquitoes came in, drove the guests crazy.